In the recent release of Betaflight 2025.12.1, they've made some significant improvements in the turtle mode, or flip over crash as we call it. Hi, I'm Bill and welcome back to the channel. I'm going to show you how to set that up because as a default it's not actually turned on. It defaults to the way Betaflight has always been over the years. There's several ways to do it. We're going to set it up on the computer. We're also going to change the settings in the goggles, and I'm going to tell you why you might need to do that when you're out at the flying field. So the first step in setting up crash flip or turtle mode, I call it turtle mode myself, on your quad is actually putting the new Betaflight on. You can use it with any version of Betaflight. It's been around forever, but the more advanced feature where it will automatically turn off when it flips over is only in the new Betaflight 2025.12.1. If you haven't yet flashed that firmware, I'll put a link in the description to a video outlining how I flash the firmware. In that video, I also go over how to set up the position hold and altitude hold, which actually works really well. So we're just going to assume that you've flashed the firmware to your quad and you have your quad plugged in here and hooked up to a PC. The first thing that we want to do to make sure that the new crash flip or turtle mode works properly is make sure your accelerometer here is working properly, because it needs that so when it rights itself or goes from upside down to right side up here, the motors will automatically turn off, and that's the big thing about it. So we just need to make sure that you have the little accelerometer and that's working. If you don't have that, you might need to reflash the firmware and make sure you have accelerometer checked in the extra configuration there and reflash the firmware. If you have any questions about that, drop me a comment and I will help you through the steps to the best of my ability. The next thing that we want to do is go over to our modes tab, and we need to make sure that we have a switch set up for flip over after crash. Now what I do, I use the DJI RC3 here in this case. I also use the RC2. I use this switch here as my mode switch. All the way down is my air mode, the center position is angle mode, and all the way up is my crash flip. So I have that set up on auxiliary 1 and we have the range over to the right. I don't have this powered on now because there's really no need to have that on. On the right hand side here, I have my arming button with it all the way down. Then I have, this is my off or unarmed, and then up I have it set for my beeper. So we're just going to leave it in the unarmed position. Of course we have the propellers off, but I'm not going to plug it in today, so we're all good to go on that. So we've got our mode tab set up. The next thing that you want to do, which is a very important thing, and I've always used this, but a lot of you I know probably don't use this, is the crash flip arrow in the on-screen display. So we'll go to the OSD tab here, and we can see on my display here, and I'll zoom in just a little bit so you can see it here. I have a crash flip arrow. So we'll zoom back out. And if you go down here, it says flip after crash arrow. So you want to activate that and place it on your screen where you want it, because it's only going to be displayed when you're in crash flip mode. So we've got that taken care of. The last thing that we need to do is we need to actually go into the CLI line and actually turn on the new feature. What the feature is it's called crash flip. So we'll go ahead down to the CLI line, and I'll go ahead and zoom in just a tick here. And to show you all the options that are available under crash flip, we just type in get space crash flip. And then we'll hit enter on the keyboard. And you can see here, it says crash flip motor percent. Now what this is I've played with it recently and it really doesn't seem to do anything, but years ago this was in Betaflight. And if you had a tiny whoop, what it would actually do, instead of just running two propellers to flip the quad over, it would actually run the other side propellers to help give it more effort to turn over, because a lot of the tiny whoops don't have enough. So this is something that if you're using a 5-inch quad, or in this case this is a 3.6-inch GEP RC domain, it doesn't need that, so you'll never actually use that command. The one we're going to be playing with today is this crash flip rate, and you see it's set to 0, which means that it's off. So flip over crash is going to work the way it always has worked, where if you're in the mode and you move the sticks to the right, it'll run the left-hand propellers usually, and vice versa backwards. You can even do the yaw if you want. So remember that trick, that if you get stuck, you can actually use the yaw and it'll run the opposing propellers on the quad. And that was something that I learned when I was stuck in a tree one day, and it actually got it out of the tree. So you need to set a rate in here, and it's between 0 and 250. And you're like, okay, what do I set it for? Well, Betaflight has some suggestions here. What we'll do is we'll minimize this, and on the screen here it says 15 for typical race quads that flip over fine. In the case of this little domain, I found around 16 seems to work well, but sometimes you might want a little bit more than that. You want to set that number so it's just enough to flip the quad over without over flipping the quad. You don't want to have too much. And that brings me to something else. When you're actually using the new crash flip, you don't want to move the stick very rapidly to the right or the left or whichever way the arrow is pointing. You want to move it smoothly to that direction so the motor kind of ramps up and it flips over. For those of you who have a DJI Avata, let's say, when you do the turtle mode in that, it actually slowly ramps up the motors and turns over and then turns the motors off. And this is very similar to that, but it doesn't have the automatic speed, so you have to do that with the stick yourself. So this is just the guideline you see on the screen here to set up the numbers in a place to start. I started out low and went high. In the Betaflight documentation, it actually says this is degrees per second. So if you set it at 15, it would be 15 degrees per second, but really it has to do with how much power the motor's getting. The higher the number, the more power it's going to put into flipping over. If you put too high of a power, it's going to flip over too fast and the accelerometer can't catch it and it won't shut off. So you certainly just want to play with that. And I've actually found that if you're doing it on a flat surface, you need a lower number, but if you're actually in grass or something, you're going to need to increase that number. And as we get into the video here, I'll show you how you can actually change that on the fly and why you might want to be able to turn this off through the goggles, and it's actually very easy. So what we're going to do to set this, we're going to type in set, because we want to set it, space, crash flip, and we can just click on it from here. So we're going to do crash flip rate, and we're going to put equals, and in this case, like I said, on this quad, I like to have 16. So I'm going to put 16, I'm going to hit enter, and then I want to type in save. So now that's actually in the flight controller and everything works well. We'll go ahead and connect again. We'll go back here to the CLI. We'll type in get crash flip. And we can see that our rate is now set to 16. There's also another feature here that says crash flip auto rearm. And that is a feature that was in the beta version of Betaflight. That kind of sounds neat, but the development version of Betaflight, and they changed it slightly. It used to be on as a default. Now it's off as a default. And what it does is, if I were flying my quad and I crashed, I'm obviously going to disarm it. So if I'm in the arm position in air mode here, I'm going to disarm the quad. Then I'm going to put it back to crash flip. I'm going to arm the quad. I'm going to move the stick in the direction that the arrow on the screen indicates. Then when I turn off the crash flip by moving the switch down here, it's still going to be in the arm position. No matter what my throttle's set to, it's going to give that power to the quad and it's going to take off. I've got a video clip here of me actually doing it in real life. We'll go ahead and take a look at that. So as you see, this might be something that you want to experiment with. In my case, I like to take the extra step where I will take it out of crash flip or disarm the motors, take it out of crash flip, put it back in the air mode, and arm the motors. But if you're a racer, this may save that extra little second or half a second that you need to beat your competitor. So it is a neat feature, and they were thinking about that. So that's something that you want to play with there. Now, we were talking about before, you can change this number. Well, you can actually change this number for a reason. And one of the main reasons is if you get stuck in a tree, the crash flip is going to want to upright the quad. Well, if the quad's stuck in a tree, it really kind of doesn't know what it's going to do. So you might want it back the way it was years ago, where no matter what angle it is, it's just going to do the motors based on how you move the sticks. So I've got a little video clip here that I filmed out at the flight park. I stuck the quad in a tree as a demonstration. I actually, luckily, didn't put it in there on purpose. And it will go through the on-screen display and show you how to actually change the number itself through the control sticks on the remote controller on the on-screen display and save that. So let's go ahead and look at this. There are certain situations you won't want this new advanced feature on. The way to turn it off, as you can see I'm in a tree here, is you yaw left and stick up. That'll take you to your on-screen display. You go down to miscellaneous, move to the right, and then what you want to do is you want to turn your crash flip rate back down to 0 here. So now it's set to 0. We'll just go to back. I'll go up, save and exit, and I'll do exit and reboot. Now my quad will work the way it normally works, so I can put it into crash flip mode, I can arm it, and I can constantly jiggle it till hopefully it comes out of the tree. Hopefully this video helps you out with getting your Betaflight up and running, or even improving it some. If you've made it this far in the video, I certainly would appreciate it if you could hit the thumbs up button and maybe subscribe for more content like this. If you have any questions, drop me a comment, and like I said, I'll answer them to the best of my ability. Thanks again for watching, and we'll definitely catch you on the next one.